lastly, welcome to 7 Miles. Thank you so much for coming tonight and enjoy the industry forum.
What you really want to aim at, I guess, for, I suppose, making it something that's a lot more approachable to people is, like, you have to think large cappuccinos with 2 sugars are your bread and butter. That's what helps you make the income for a business to then buy some more wilder coffees. To be honest with you, what I've learned, like, I've just opened a business 6 months ago and I am so pro coffee, and to be honest with you, in the last couple of months I actually care a little bit less about the coffee and I care a lot more about what my customers think. You know, we've approached our roasting a little bit differently to make them happy. So for me, it's about engaging with your customers and choosing which customers are the right ones to engage with in certain ways, you know. So, you know, smash out your cappuccinos and leave them alone. And then when people come in that actually start asking you questions, that's when you get to engage with them. That's when you get to feed them the coffees that you're truly passionate about, that you really want to share a story with, the ones that you take a little bit more attention to detail with. I feel like for so long, so many baristas were just like, oh, man, this guy, 2 sugars, what a loser. But, you know, like, who cares how someone has their coffee? Like, what matters is that they've decided that out of the 50 bazillion frigging cafes that are probably within a square kilometre of where they go, they're deciding to come and see you. So don't treat them like shit. Like, treat them like they're an absolute lord.
In the same way, you know, you want to have an impact throughout the entire supply chain. If people are willing to pay a little bit more and understand the value of that product, so I can then buy a little bit more, pay my farmers a little bit more, impact the whole way down the chain, I'll do that pretty much any way I can. You know, I might roast my coffee slightly differently because customers prefer it, or I might buy slightly different coffees or package it differently, whatever they need, as long as we can have that impact, that positive. There's no point me having the best coffee in the world and the most beautiful espresso bar. If I'm going to be a complete jerk and only serve it to you in a small cup and you have to stand over here and do that, it's not going to work. You know, people don't want to be forced to do things in a particular way. And what I hate most of all is if people come in and they order a cappuccino with 2 sugars, they go, I'm sorry, I want sugar. I don't want my customers apologising to me.
That's horrible.
I know, but it happens. I'm like, don't be sorry.
For me, by far the most memorable coffee was the coffee that Ben Demden made me. It was not just the coffee that really made that special. It was the incredible service, the showmanship, the atmosphere, the music. It was the conversation I was having. It was that holistic experience that really created a memory and created that, you know, those beautiful emotions that became associated with it. And I think, you know, we've been a little bit of a victim of our own success. Coffee's become incredibly trendy, obviously, over the last 10 years. And that has bred, you know, an army of obsessives, you know, of which we're all guilty of, you know, being subscribers of. But I think it's very easy to kind of get lost in the endless, fascinating details of coffee and forget that a coffee house is not a place to deconstruct or like pick flavors in a coffee. It's a place to feel good, to talk to people, to have a human experience. You know, as soon as you start focusing with that razor-like obsessive focus on the details, on the science, on that kind of thing, you're really missing the whole point. So I think we need to think about what is it that makes coffee valuable, why is it that we drink it, and how did it, you know, why is it that we've been drinking it for hundreds of years? I think we have to return to the roots of what makes coffee really a special drink.
Less eyes down, more eyes up, more interaction, more love. That's what it's all about.